Welcome to Advocation X, episode number 35. Time for a Drumpf newsworthy broadcast. Before we get started, please help us further our cause and hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel, become a member, smash that bell so you don't miss any content going forward. Our disclaimer is that this channel is our opinion, but it is based on facts. So the topics to tackle right now is Cuomo versus Cuomo. Trump playing, hurting states, still bucking. Drumpf, finally. Mike Francesco, body bags. Okay, let's unpack this right now. Cuomo versus Cuomo. It's ironic that one of the most charismatic and hardworking and seemingly sincere governors are working feverishly to protect his city gets a chance to be interviewed by his own brother. Again, one of the most conscientious, hardworking, hard-hitting newscasters, interviewers in the game. So Andrew Cuomo being the governor and Chris Cuomo being the newsman, they had an opportunity to go toe-to-toe. One of the subjects that they addressed was Trump trying to play Andrew Cuomo against Biden, trying to use it for some sort of political gain. So the questions were aimed at Andrew Cuomo as to whether or not he was going to run, whether he thought about running, whether it was anywhere in the realm of possibilities, and whether or not he felt like it was actually using him against Biden. And he handled that like a pro, just like he's handling the super bad cold illness throughout his state. Being brothers, I'm sure it's a heart-wrenching thing for him to have to even be in that position and being questioned by his brother as to how this is unfolding. But then, even further than that, to find out that his little brother, Chris, is suffering from the super bad cold illness and has to self-quarantine. As his brother, he still has to get out there and do his job. He can't be sitting side by side with his brother and making sure he's going to be okay. He speaks a brave speak, saying that his brother is young and strong and he's going to get through this just fine. And of course, we all hope and pray that that is the case. Regardless of your thoughts about MSNBC, I think most of us would agree that Chris Cuomo is somebody with integrity, intelligence, and conviction. So let me move on. They have, south of the border in the United States of America, a president who feels, did I say a present? Oh gosh, he's not a gift. A president who feels that if you come and bow to him and kiss the ring, because he does feel that he's a mafia don of some sort, just because his name is Don, that he will throw you some crumbs. But if you don't kiss the ring, if you don't bow to him and shower him with praise and adoration, he will hurt the millions of people in your state without a second thought. I don't know what you call that. I call that a monster. I call that somebody who lacks compassion, who lacks empathy or sympathy of any kind. To sit there and trash the state and the hospitals in the state and accuse them of doing something nefarious with supplies so that he doesn't have to feel obligated to send them supplies that they are going to need. Does he not realize that if you do not get New York, New Jersey, and those other large established states and cities under control, it will respread throughout the country? Sorry, I don't even know why I just said that. That would be assuming that he has independent thought. He doesn't. Somebody must have told him, you need to tackle New York, New Jersey, Chicago, and these other places like with everything we've got. And then he just went, they want me to do that? No, I'm not going to do it. I have good reasons. I have the best reasons. I know all the best reasons for why I'm not going to do that. And you know what? We're all going to be fine. It's going to just disappear. You watch. It's one of those things that it just can't last. As soon as the spring hits and the rain washes it away, we're all good. Oh. Okay, this is my opinion, as you know. What can I say? He's hurting Democratic states in favor of Republican states. He's giving the Republican states as much favor as he can while lying to the American people that he has all these resources, but he's actually allocating these resources to places that are in his favor and having none to spread around anywhere else. 27 million masks he was going to have. Last I heard from Mr. Pence, 500,000 may or may not be in circulation, may or may not be being used. Anyways, let me move on. Mr. Drumpf is still bucking all the experts. The experts are telling him, and we're not talking about the ones that he has on TV, because they're trying to accommodate his view of things, but the other experts all around the United States, all around the world, and if you look at the examples of all the other ones out there, Drumpf is just bucking their knowledge and expertise and going by the seat of his droopies. But there is a silver lining. He finally caved in and extended the severe measures to try to curb this super bad cold illness. Rather than still advocating that by Easter, everything will be fine and people will be getting back to work, and he wants to see huge gatherings at the churches, I think he might be a little more understanding. I don't know how many people it took to ram that through his head, but he did extend the measures. Let's see how long he sticks with really putting this thing under wraps. Moving on. Mike Francisco, sports celebrity. He was an advocate for Trump in the 2016 election. He voted for him. He backed him 100%. He really felt like he had his guy. And now, after the events occurring all around and deaths happening right in your own backyard, you start to realize, wait a second, he could have prevented this. This isn't just a business deal. This isn't just taking money from a baby, which, of course, I'm sure Drumpf would do, even today. But these are lives, real human beings' lives, that the Republican side of things feel are human beings because they're people close to them. If they weren't close to them, most Republicans wouldn't care who's dying. Not all. Again, I'm talking about the majority, because no matter what happens, the majority of those Republicans continue to stay in his court and back him to the hilt. That means they are just as complicit and guilty as he is. And this is the way they move on these things. So, let me move on to my last topic. Now that everybody's seeing body bags coming out of hospitals, freezer trucks set up to take the overflow because the mortuaries are totally full of bodies. All of these things are now finally showing some of these Republican Trumpsters that maybe they made the wrong choice. Buyer's remorse. You bought the car, you drove off the lot, it was breaking down all the way, but you just refused to admit that the car was a lemon. Finally, the transmission falls out of the bottom, and you go, whoa, I got a lemon. It's horrible that it takes this kind of a scenario, but it's good that it's happening. Foreign children's lives didn't do it. Cages for people didn't do it. Giving away cash to all the billionaires wasn't enough to change their minds. Body bags, the only thing that is able to get these people in line. Again, you guys have my sympathies. South of the border is a very difficult place to be at this moment. But I'm sure you guys will get it together and life will start to come back to normal eventually. But the longer you listen to that individual, the longer it will take. You need to listen to the experts and the experts only. Stop covering Drumpf live. Don't do it. Cover him. Don't do it live. Get that information, fact check everything, and then put out your coverage. Make sure that the people are getting the truth and not being influenced by the garbage that he says on the fly. So, once again, please leave your comments in the comment section. Smash that like bell, become a member, subscribe, crush that bell. Come on, crush the bell. Don't miss another episode. There's much more to come. And remember, folks, we never give in and we never give up, but we will always keep an open mind. And we will seek out that knowledge. We will do our research because knowledge is power. The more research you do, the more informed your decisions will be and the better chance of making the right ones. So thank you once again for spending time with me here on this channel, and hopefully we will see you often and regularly. Take care. And stay home.